the CEO Sugarcane Growers Council, the CEO's Sugarcane Growers Fund, the President of the Fiji Cane Lorry Association, distinguished guests, FSC management, ladies and gentlemen, Bulavinaka, and a very good afternoon to you all. I'm delighted to be here at the Lautoka Mill to open the 2019 crushing season. We've made steady investment in this mill over the years, as you know, and we have high expectations for its performance from today through November. We already undertook refurbishments on the mill's diffuser last year, and this year we are upgrading the mill's ability to prevent juice overflows, thereby increasing productivity. On top of that, our new $1 million electronics control system has been installed for the cane carrier, saving time and money over the previous manual control process. And mill staff have been fully trained in operating this new equipment to maximize its positive impact on productivity. Today I'll also be tipping over one of 40 new rail cage bins funded by the European Union to the tune of about $650,000, which will mechanically ferry harvested cane and dramatically up the productivity, the productive capacity of the Lautoka Mill. Last season, this mill crushed over 613,000 tons of cane. And with that increased tonnage, this mill still achieved a TCT of 8.6. This year, we're looking to beat those figures, as you've heard, not only because of the work we've done to this mill, to make this mill a model to the nation, but because of the commitment across every aspect of this industry. This year, we've allocated $70.4 million to support this industry, an increase of $8 million from last year. Despite the fact that our national budget entered a period of fiscal consolidation, we have not cut a single dollar from the support we're giving the sugar industry. Those funds will continue to fund the guaranteed cane price of $85 per ton, giving farmers confidence and certainty in the future. That figure is despite a forecasted market price of around $50. So we're guaranteeing over $30 extra over that price, all for your benefit. Our funding to sugar this year will continue to fund the cane payment grant, which assisted another 4,500 farmers in 2018. We will continue the fertilizer subsidy, which is gone up by 50% from 2016 to 2018, and this year we are making that subsidy even more generous by raising it to $25.59 per ton. And our funding towards the weedicide fertilizers will continue as well. We've allocated $3 million to continue upgrading cane access roads, and in our latest budget, we've also announced a new duty reduction on cane knives, which is now fallen to $0. And as we currently do for cane harvesters, we have requested FCCC to regulate prices for cane lorries, protecting our farmers from price hikes. We look forward to receiving the report from the Indian government to massively upgrade our railway systems to accommodate higher loads of freight, reducing cane cartage costs for cane farmers, all for the benefit of our profit margins. The European Investment Bank has also demonstrated interest in this project, and we will have more announcements to make on this project soon. Our campaign to mechanize this industry is pressing onwards. As they say, full steam ahead. The 30 new tractors we received last year have been deployed in cane fields across the country, in addition to 72 mechanical harvesters, with another 3 on the way to Fiji. But the biggest announcement this year is that 117 six-wheeler trucks will be deployed around the country by the Fiji Sugar Corporation. 117 six-wheeler trucks. These trucks will be put to use transporting cane from farms to the mills, and we won't hesitate to assist any farmers whose harvest is being held up for any reason. The short version is that this mill and this industry as a whole are better suited than ever to produce high amounts of a high-quality Fijian sugarcane. In the face of changing global markets, this industry is changing as well, becoming more modern and more capable of reaching new heights and new buyers. Friends, this is shaping up to be an exceptionally productive season for the cane industry, in the Western Division in particular. And let me tell you why. Here in the West, our harvesters, our lorry drivers and our government are wholly committed to making this new 6 months a success. Through our collaborative approach, we're taking this industry into the future. And I'd like to thank everyone who helped us prepare to get this season underway. But before we officially open this season, I want to address an important topic. For those cutting cane, load limits have been clearly and repeatedly articulated over the past 3 years to give everyone time to come into compliance. But we've gone even further, giving cane cutters another 2 years to adapt by progressively implementing loading requirements. This 2019-2020 crushing season, the maximum weight for any six-wheeler trucks is 16.5 tons. Next year, that will drop to 15.5 tons. And after that, FRA and LTA regulatory rules will apply, as it does for trucks that drive in all other sectors. Following those rules, I must tell you, is extremely important, because for years, overweight trucks grinding up and down our roads have been destroying our national infrastructure. It's because of that law-breaking behavior that we see potholes flaring up on our roadways like a bad case of the pox, swallowing tires, triggering accidents and bending axles. The degradation of our road is a threat to public safety, and it's an unsightly plague on our road infrastructure. Bad roads are also bad for business. Our lorry drivers here know that. You've all had to replace, excuse me, you've all had to replace blown tires and broken axles yourselves. That cost adds up. The same goes for taxi drivers, minibuses, and ordinary commuters driving to work. We owe it to all of those Fijians to make sure the laws on overloading are enforced to maximum effect. In our latest national budget, we also announced that the excise duty on new trucks has fallen to 0, and the fiscal duty on second-hand trucks has fallen from 15% to 5%. So if you're cutting cane on your lorries, now is the time to upgrade your vehicles and get your older, inefficient trucks off the roads. If you're found breaking the laws by overloading, I'm sorry to tell you, you will be fined. That same goes for any trucker carrying overloaded hauls of gravel, logs, or other goods throughout Fiji. That is the law. And the same applies for every industry everywhere in the country. No exceptions. That is what is necessary to keep our roads safe and protect our unprecedented investment to improve our roadwork network. I'm glad that our lorry drivers here in the Western Division have chosen to stand with government and the people of Fiji, and is recognizing that our infrastructure must be protected. You understand in the West why these laws matter for yourselves, for your fellow Fijians, and why they must be enforced. And this crushing season you're going to show that by working together, productivity, profits, and adherence to our laws can and must go hand in hand. I see there are some lorry drivers in Vuno level who don't want to adhere to these loading restrictions, even with the ample notice and the exemptions we've given over the past. But they must recognize that our roads are a taxpayer-funded resource, and they must be respected as such. We cannot allow politicians behind the scenes to pull the strings and lead us into rash action. We need to see the bigger picture and adhere to the laws designed to protect the interest of all Fijians. I appeal to all of the cane farmers and lorry drivers to follow the example set here in the West. Don't let all this historic assistance we're giving to the sugar industry go to waste. Let's work together and let's make this season work for everyone. Friends, the world sugar market isn't the same market it was 20 or even 10 years ago. Dynamics are shifting and prices are becoming more volatile. As I mentioned earlier, the current forecasted price for a ton of sugar currently sits at around $50. But here in Fiji, we're shielding our cane farmers from those ebbs and flows of the global market. We're defraying your input costs. We're mechanizing this industry and we're guaranteeing a price that is nearly $30 higher than the forecasted price of sugar, bringing our farmers stability and giving this industry time to adapt to remain competitive. When markets become more competitive, as is happening in the world sugar industry, it's the innovators that come out on top. It's those nations who maximize efficiency, who survive and thrive. Fiji will be one of those innovative and efficient nations. At home, we are modernizing this industry to maximize output and produce the highest quality sugar possible. Abroad, we are exploring new markets and strengthening our existing relationship with international buyers. On every front, we are putting the interest of our cane farmers first, giving all of you, your families, and the thousands of Fijians who rely on this industry confidence in this industry sustaining health and vitality. Confidence that you can continue to support yourselves and those you care about. Confidence that Fiji's growing economy means growing prosperity for this industry, and confidence that your government is fighting for you and your future every day. I wish you all a productive crushing season. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Once again, with the